Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Christine Stearns from the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. And on behalf of our more than 21,000 businesses, I would like to express several concerns that we have with the legislation. But before I begin, I would like to express and acknowledge the efforts that the sponsor has made to refine the language relating to the reverse offset. As the committee has heard in the past, this is one of the major concerns that we had about the calculation of the workers' compensation benefit, and that any changes that would be made to that would potentially jeopardize the reverse offset. So we do acknowledge the efforts that have been made. But this measure, as currently drafted, does provide a COLA for totally and permanently disabled post-1980 beneficiaries. Currently, only a narrow group of workers' compensation beneficiaries receive a COLA. As you know, the workers' compensation system was reformed in 1979 so that the post-1980 injured workers received the higher benefits. Those injured before 1980 received a COLA because they were not getting the new higher benefits, and that was the way that system that was addressed, and that is the genesis of the COLA. While the cost of implementing the COLA in this legislation and in the previous versions has been extremely difficult to calculate, it is certain that making a nearly 30-year benefit adjustment is going to be substantial. A fiscal note from last session on a similar version of the bill pegged it at $58 million, although some previous versions of the legislation in the past had put it as high as $151 million. And bear in mind that the Second Injury Fund collects annually, in 2014 it was $235 million, which is a 7.6% annual surcharge that private employers pay on top of their workers' compensation premium. So regardless of which of those numbers, even at $58 million, that is going to be a significant increase in the Second Injury Fund surcharge that private employers will have to pay. And I would also want to note that that higher surcharge is going to be assessed on today's employers for injuries that occurred in the past, so that we're going to be sort of shifting the burden of past workers' compensation claims onto today's employers, who are already facing rising workers' compensation rates, largely due to rising medical costs. There's a national ranking of workers' compensation rates, and just looking at, in 2006, New Jersey ranked 23rd on that list, and as of 2012, we ranked 7th on that list, so that we have been rising, seeing our rates go up not just in New Jersey, but as compared to other states. So those are two significant concerns that we wanted to raise to the committee as you review this legislation, and urge you to move slowly in your consideration and to hold the bill today. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.